Alice, where are you right now? It's already 7. Come home, it's getting late.
It's only 7! Stop messaging me about things like this.
Don't start this again. You're the one who always tells me to text you when it gets late. I don't know where you are or what you're doing. I'm worried. Hurry and come home.
Ugh, man, you're so annoying. I'm not coming home tonight. I'm going to stay at a friend's house tonight.
What? I didn't hear anything about this.
That's because I didn't tell you. The two of us are going to an amusement park tomorrow. So it's better to stay there and go in the morning together.
Tomorrow? You can't go tomorrow. Tomorrow is the anniversary of your mom's death. We have to go to the cemetery.
I'm gonna have to give it a miss. You can go on your own.
What? You're not coming? But we go together every year.
Well, this year, I'm not going.
Don't say something like that. It's your mom. You have to go.
No, it's fine. I promised my friend ages ago. I'm not gonna turn her down now the day before. Besides, rather than focusing on the past, I want to focus on my friends in the present.
I see. You're right that you should treat your friends well. Okay, fine. This year I'll go by myself.
Anyway, at my age, I don't want to be going anywhere with you. Stop inviting me everywhere. It's annoying.
Right. Okay. I won't invite you anywhere anymore.
Thanks.
But can you at least promise me one thing? If you're going to be coming home late or staying over at someone's, can you at least tell me beforehand?
Why should I do that?
Because otherwise I'll be worried. I'm your dad. Of course I worry about you if you don't come home.
My dad? We're not related. You're just my stepdad.
I know that. But I have still raised you as my own daughter. You're an important member of my family, even if we're not related by blood.
Gross. I don't want to hear things like that from you. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it's how I really feel.
Okay, well, you can think like that on your own. I don't care about you at all.
Don't say that. I made a promise to your mom before she passed that I would look after you. She was always worried about what would happen to you after she was gone.
I would have preferred to just end up on my own. I hate living with you when you're barely scraping by. I can't think of anything worse than living with some old man.
It's not like we're barely scraping by, though. Sure, we're not rich, but we're fine.
No, we're not! All of my parents' friends buy them things whenever they want. You only get me things on my birthday and Christmas.
But I give you an allowance to spend how you want, too.
That's nothing. $200 a month isn't enough to do anything.
What are you saying? $200 is a lot for someone your age. When I was your age, I only got $50 a month at best.
Things are different now. Everything costs more than it did back then. Plus, as a girl, I have to buy clothes and makeup as well. We need way more money than boys.
It's not like I'm giving you that amount for no reason. I asked people who have experience raising children. I decided on an amount that's not too high and not too low. If you think it's not enough, then that's because of the way you're spending it.
Listen, all I've gotten from you are bad childhood memories. And everyone looks at me and feels sorry that I'm not as lucky as they are. Do I really have to live like this all of the time? At least raise my allowance.
Okay, fine. I'll give you an extra $100 a month from now on.
That's not enough. I want 1,000.
That's way too much. I'll give you $300 a month, and that's already a good deal for you. If you want more money, then go get a part-time job.
What? You don't understand a single thing about me. You're such a stingy old man.
Alice, I got a weird letter today. It's addressed to you, but it doesn't say who it's from. Does that ring any bells?
Just throw it all away. It's probably just the girl whose boyfriend I stole writing to complain. Can you believe she would send letters to my house? What a creep. That's why she wasn't able to keep her boyfriend in the first place.
You stole someone's boyfriend? Was there some kind of trouble?
I'm talking about my fiancé. He had a girlfriend before he met me, but of course I won out.
Stop doing things like that. You're going to cause trouble for yourself. You don't want people to have grudges against you. It never ends well.
Ugh, stop trying to lecture me here. I'm already 25. I don't need your advice.
It's exactly because you're 25 that you need to stop doing things like this. Stop going out of your way to make enemies.
She's the one who's at fault in the first place. So she's the creep for holding anything against me. She should have been better if she wanted to keep her guy. Anyway, thanks to her being like that, I'm now going to get married. I'm going to have a good life with him, so I'm not scared of any enemies.
Something bad will happen one day.
Nothing has happened yet, so I'll risk it. I have good luck.
I see. Okay, then I won't say anything about it.
Yeah, don't. Your lectures are so annoying.
Sorry about that. By the way, have you chosen where you're going to hold the wedding?
I'm looking at a bunch of places right now. There's no way I want to compromise on my wedding day, so I'm looking at all of my options.
Hey Alice, I heard that you're looking for your biological father. You're not planning on inviting him to the wedding, are you?
What? Who did you hear that from? How do you know something like that?
So you really are looking for him?
Yeah? And so what? He is my real father after all. It's normal to want to meet him.
You should stop looking for him. I've told you many times before, but it's better not to get involved with him.
All you ever do is talk badly of my real dad. What's up with that? Stop doing that, will you? I'm looking for him because I want to meet him. I don't care what you say.
Why do you think your mom broke up with him in the first place? He's not a good guy, and you shouldn't get involved.
I've only heard Mom's side of the story. I don't actually know what happened between them when they were married. It doesn't make sense to put all the blame on the dad.
You must still remember a bit from when your mom first left him, though, right? She was completely haggard and burnt out. He was definitely the cause of that.
I don't believe everything that Mom said. I've still not gotten Dad's side of it. Maybe I would have been way happier if he'd gotten custody of me instead of Mom.
How could you even say that?
What, you think I've been happy until now? In the end, Mom died anyway, and then I was left with you to take care of me.
I told you that I have always thought of you and raised you as my own daughter. It doesn't matter that we're not related by blood.
I don't agree with that. It matters to me. If we're not related by blood, then you're just a complete stranger to me. Of course I would want to find my real dad. I want him to be there on my wedding day and see me in my dress.
I don't want you to feel regret about this. You'll probably be really disappointed when you actually meet him.
I know that you have something against him. That's why you keep talking badly about him. I get it, so just stop it already.
That's not true. I've told you countless times that I heard from your mom what kind of person he was.
But you never actually met him in person, have you? So how can you know if any of that is actually true? Other relatives have told me that he was a really good guy.
What? Who told you something like that?
It doesn't matter who told me. They also said that the real reason they divorced was unclear. And there are plenty of people who badmouth their ex after they break up. I bet Mom was one of those people. Dad is probably actually a really good person.
You can't trust the words of someone who doesn't know your dad that well. Maybe he seems nice on the surface, but you have to think about what his real personality might be like.
You also don't know anything about him. You've never met. So how am I supposed to trust anything you say about him? That's why I want to meet him myself and decide. I'm not a kid anymore. I don't have to listen to what you tell me to do. Just leave me alone.
Okay, fine. I won't be saying anything else. But remember that I warned you. Do what you want. Alice, I heard that you chose the wedding location. Have you also chosen the date?
Yeah, the date's all set. I also know when I'm moving out of here.
You're going to move in with your fiancé and his parents, right?
Yeah, we'll live there until we find a place of our own.
I guess the time for us to part has finally come. It'll be lonely here.
Yeah? I can't wait to get out of here. There will never be a reason for me to come back either.
Really? Do you really hate me that much?
It's all your fault that I couldn't be happy growing up. I don't care if you feel sad or lonely. Don't think that I share those feelings. I wish that my dad had been the one to take me instead of Mom.
You're still going on about that?
I say that because I met him. I found him.
Wait, what? You met your dad?
Yeah, and everything I heard from you and Mom was completely wrong.
What did you talk to him about?
Nothing in particular. Just how things have been and what's been going on in our lives.
I see. Was there anything else? Did he say or do anything to you?
What? Don't come at me asking things like that.
But I am still worried about you, even if you're now an adult.
I don't need you to worry about me. I'm fine without you. Oh, and by the way, I have some important information about the wedding. Turns out my real dad is the CEO of a company, and I'm going to invite him to walk me down the aisle. So, you're not allowed to come.
Wait, Alice. Don't get involved with that man. It's dangerous.
Again with these lies! I've had enough! I know that you were just making up lies about him so that I didn't go looking for him, but I won't fall for that anymore. I've actually met him now and know that he is actually a really nice person.
Are you seriously going to invite him to the wedding? Even though I was the one who raised you? You're going to just go over to him after everything?
If you had raised me better, I would have allowed you to come. But I feel nothing but resentment towards you. Because of you, I had nothing but memories of a miserable childhood.
Miserable? What are you talking about?
You never bought me all of the things I wanted. The allowance you gave me was never enough for anything either. If I had the chance to live with my dad, I know that never would have been a problem.
Don't you think you're raising the bar too much here? You act like you grew up poor, but we're entirely middle class. You need to get rid of that greedy attitude towards money. It's going to affect your marriage in the end.
Don't lecture me, you're nothing more than a stranger. And besides, my fiancé's family is rich. If anything, they think about money the exact same way I do. And my real dad is rich too. You're the only poor one in my life.
I raised you as my own daughter.
Well, I've never thought of you as my father. Look at me now. I'm marrying into a rich family and I have reunited with my wealthy father. This is exactly the life that I was always supposed to have. I was never supposed to live with a commoner like you.
Do you know how upset your mother would be to hear this?
I don't care. She was an idiot herself. She divorced her wealthy husband and married a commoner like you instead. It's probably because she was such an idiot that she developed a tumor and died so young. Or maybe it was because of her illness that she wasn't able to think clearly and made such poor decisions.
Don't talk that way about your mom. Whatever, I've had enough. I hope you don't regret this later. I won't think of you as my daughter from now on. That's what you want, isn't it?
There's no way I will regret this. Never message me again. Goodbye forever. Dad, help me. I can't take this anymore.
What do you want? Didn't you say to never contact you again?
Oh, just forget about that. You're the only person I can go to.
What are you on about? Even though I raised you your whole life, you didn't even let me come to your wedding. Then you dismissed me as some commoner who you never considered to be your dad?
I know I said that, but things didn't work out as I thought they would. Everything started turning sour.
Yeah, like what?
I'm talking about my real dad. At first, he was really kind, and I thought that he was a good person, but then he started to change.
Started to change? Be more clear. I'm busy and I don't have time to try and read between the lines of what you're saying.
He started to ask me for money and then threatened me when I refused.
I see. That's why I told you to not get involved with him.
Why is he asking his daughter for money? He has his own business, so he should have plenty of money of his own.
You were tricked, obviously. How many times did I tell you that he wasn't a good person?
Tell me everything that you know about him. He seems really scary. He keeps following me around and demanding money. He even came into the house and started demanding money from my in-laws. Everyone is really fed up with his behavior.
And so what? Why come to me now?
You know about him. I want you to tell me what you know. Why did he and my mom actually divorce?
I told you before already.
I know, but I want you to tell me in more detail.
You said that nothing I say about him can be trusted, didn't you?
The situation was different back then. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me.
Man, you're unbelievable. Is that how you speak to someone that you come to ask a favor of? Especially considering the last things you said to me.
I'm sorry about that. I was riding a high at the time and said some cruel things to you. I apologize for it, so please just tell me.
I don't have any hard evidence for it, so I can't say it's 100% true. But your mother said that he is probably involved in some criminal activities.
What? He's a criminal?
He told you that he's a CEO, right? But if you look up the address of his supposed company, the only thing that comes up is a ramshackle hut. It's just a front.
What do you mean?
It's probably just the address of a shell company.
What's that?
It's a company that is registered as a legitimate business, but acts as a shield for other criminal dealings. Your dad is most likely involved in some criminal organization that uses that company to hide how they use their money, or for money laundering. Your mom didn't want you to get involved in all that and ran away from him, taking you with her, of course.
Well, that's not good. That means he's a bad guy, right?
I told you that your mom said he had two faces. He knows how to be nice and is good at winning people over. That way, he tricks everyone at first. But then when he reveals his true face, things get bad. What do you think? Does that sound about right? I've never met the guy, so I can't really say.
That sounds exactly like him. Even when he's laughing, if you look at his eyes, they're not. And he becomes really threatening when I don't want to give him money. I always feel that he might even resort to violence sometime.
I guess you did finally realize what his true self is. That's the kind of person your father is. You always were a troublemaker as well, so I guess you got it from him.
Don't compare me to someone like him. He never listens to what anyone says, and even if I bring up the police or anything like that, he still comes to my in-laws' house. At this rate, he's going to bleed us dry.
Well, he probably has a group of criminals behind him, so I doubt he cares that much about the police. I guess your luck ran out the moment you made contact with him.
Why didn't you tell me any of this before? Did you keep quiet on purpose?
Every time I tried to talk to you about him, you would tell me to shut it. Then you would say it has nothing to do with me. Don't push responsibility onto others.
But you never told me just how bad he was. If I had known this, I never would have wanted to meet him.
You didn't listen to me no matter what I tried to say to you. I warned you countless times. You made up some story in your head about what he was like and approached him of your own choice. You brought this onto yourself. So from now on, you better do your best to get along with him real nice.
Why would you say something like that when you know that I'm in such a bad spot? How could you be so cruel to your own daughter?
You're not my daughter anymore. Did you forget that already? That's what you wanted to happen. Any bonds we might have had as a parent and a child are gone. In the end, I'm just some random stranger that has no blood relation to you. In that case, I don't feel a single thing. I'm just a stranger after all.
Don't say that, and please help me. I know I said some cruel things, but I'm sorry about that.
I don't care what strangers say to me. It doesn't matter to me at all.
I just didn't know the truth of the situation. I never thought that my real dad would be such a scumbag. Now even my relationship with my in-laws is getting worse because of him. In the end, you're the only one I can rely on for help.
Things aren't going well with your in-laws either?
That's because of how my dad acts towards them. Ever since then, they've started to view me with contempt, saying that they wish their son hadn't married me and complaining about me every day.
Well, I'm not surprised since you brought such a burden onto them. Imagine their daughter-in-law's father barging into the house, demanding money from them. Anyone would be angry to have to deal with that.
But it's not my fault. I'm also a victim here.
It's true that it's not your fault that your dad is such a scumbag, but it's your fault that you went after him and dragged him into other people's lives. I warned you so many times, but you just ignored me. And on top of that, you made fun of me and your mother.
I'm really sorry about everything I said. I want to go back to how it was before. Will you let me move back in with you? I want to get a divorce, but I don't think I'm brave enough to do it on my own.
You want me to support you again? Give me a break. I'm done with raising children.
Even if it's just for a short time. Please? I finally realized that you were always the one who thought about and cared for me the most.
So, you get into trouble and you finally realize that and come to me for help? Isn't that convenient? I'm just some guy who wasn't able to become your dad. I'm not going to be used by you anymore. Don't come asking a stranger like me for help when you're in trouble. After that, Alice kept being followed by her father, and he kept demanding money from her. There were times when she felt in danger and called the police, but they didn't do anything or pay any attention to her. Even with her calling the police, her dad didn't let up and kept on hanging around asking for money. Once her in-laws found out that her father really was involved in criminal activities, her mother-in-law couldn't take it very well. She ended up in the hospital with stress-induced complications in her gut, leading to a very awkward situation for Alice. In the end, to try and get away from him, they all abandoned the house and moved somewhere else. Alice took the full blame for everything with her in-laws and husband constantly blaming her for bringing the situation about. Alice messaged me for help again and again, but each time I didn't change my stance and refused to help her. I feel bad for my deceased wife, but all the feelings that I had for Alice as my daughter have completely disappeared. In order for me to also completely cut any ties that I had with Alice, I sold the house where she had grown up, and am now living a peaceful life in a small house on my own. Although I used to feel sad whenever Alice would tell me that she didn't care about me or consider me her father, I don't feel even the slightest shred of loneliness now. If anything, I feel like a big weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you for the gift for Nathan. It arrived earlier today. Nathan was very happy.
I'm glad he liked it. I wanted to celebrate him getting on the honor roll. He deserves a treat for studying so hard.
Yes, he does. His new school has a very challenging program. He's one of the only few honor students.
Wow! He should be very proud of himself.
Yes, I think he is. But he has always been a very good student, and I make sure he's on top of his schoolwork all the time.
I see. I was never good in school, so I can't imagine the hardship of an honor student.
Remind me, how long has it been since you married my brother?
It's been 3 years. I can't believe how time flies. Why do you ask?
Well, shouldn't it be about time you two have kids? I mean, you wouldn't understand how hard it is to support children through school, would you?
I guess not.
Oops, I forgot you can't have kids. You're barren from having some sort of illness when you were younger, right? Have I offended you?
No, it's okay. It's true anyway.
Oh well, glad you're okay about it. But it must feel awful you can't even hold your own child. My brother must be sad too.
Dan and I discussed this way before getting married. He married me understanding my situation.
Well, I'm sure he understands it, but that doesn't mean he's over it. I wish you two could know how wonderful it is to have children. It's great, especially when you have a smart one like Nathan.
I agree Nathan is really smart. He has been good at everything he does, even as a little boy. I heard his new school is quite far. How's that going?
It's fine, but the commute is quite long indeed. So we're considering to move closer to his school.
Really? Does that mean Simon has to change school too? He's only in 4th grade, right? Would it not be hard for him to transfer in the middle of the semester?
Why are you concerned about Simon? He can go to whichever school that's convenient. He's no good, unlike Nathan. Don't mind him.
Oh, come on, Tara, you don't mean that. I understand Nathan is special, but you shouldn't disregard Simon.
You don't have kids, Kelly. You don't understand what it's like. It's quite a nuisance when you have a stupid kid. It's a waste of time to look after him.
How could you be so mean? Simon is your own child.
My husband and I are happy as long as we have Nathan. I think Simon is supposed to have a test soon, and I already know he's going to fail it.
Don't be so heartless just because he doesn't excel in school. And you really shouldn't call him stupid or a nuisance. Don't bully him.
I can call him whatever I want to. You're so naive. Why do I have to pay attention to a kid who fails to please his mother? Don't you think it's a waste of time?
Simon is only 10. How can you give up on him like that? He's full of potential.
Blah blah. See, this is what I mean. You don't get it. You can't be such a dreamer. When you have two, you just know.
Know what?
The smart one will always be smart, but the stupid one will always be a failure. I don't blame you if you don't understand. Like I said, you don't have kids.
You shouldn't decide so soon. Maybe Simon is not doing well in school because of how you treat him. You're hurting his feelings.
How many times do I have to tell you that I don't care about him? Chatting with you makes me tired. I have to go shopping now. I only needed to say thank you for the gift. Bye now.
Tara, what the heck is going on?
Huh? What do you mean, Kelly?
Simon came over to my house alone, crying. He said you told him to get out. That you even locked the door?
Oh, that. He went to your place, huh? What do you want me to say? Sorry for the bother?
No, that's not what I want you to say. You actually told him to get out, it's true?
Yes. So what? Do you need to kick him out too? You can if you want to.
Let's say I take him back to your place. Will he be allowed back into his house?
You mean my house? Hell no.
What? Do you understand how hurt he is? Do you not have a heart?
Why do I have to feel sorry for him? He's the problem here, not me.
What exactly is the problem?
Do you remember the last time we spoke? I mentioned he was going to have a test, right?
Yes, and?
I told him repeatedly that he was not allowed to get a bad grade on the test, but of course, he does miserably. I had warned him.
That's why you locked him out? Because of a test? You are unbelievable.
It's called discipline. You do something bad, you get scolded. He's an idiot. I have to teach him a lesson.
Enough already! Simon is not some kind of a pet! You don't call this discipline! He's 10 for crying out loud!
Ugh, cut it off. Mind your own business, woman. None of this has anything to do with you.
Of course it does, I'm his aunt! Dan is very concerned too! We're both Simon's family!
Dan would say something like that. He's always has to be right like you.
Anyone would agree you're being too hard on Simon.
Oh, I know.
Huh? Are you gonna stop bullying Simon?
I have a better idea. I choose to focus on my special boy Nathan. You can have Simon. He's no good for me. You can raise him.
What?
It's a win-win, you see. A barren couples get a kid, and I get to focus on the better one.
Are you serious? He's your own son!
It's okay. I really have had enough of his stupidity already. And it's perfect, isn't it? You get to try your hand at raising a kid.
You know what? Fine, we'll raise him, but no second thoughts.
Oh, I definitely won't have any. We're getting ready to move closer to Nathan's school anyway. You can officially adopt him, and we can just cut all ties.
Yes, I think that is best for Simon. And for me and Dan, too, since we won't be obliged to you in any way. But don't you dare act like his mother ever again.
I won't, I'm sure of it. I only want Nathan, he's the special one. Okay, great, so we're all set. I'll set up the papers and send you his stuff later on. Hi, Kelly. Long time no speak. Are you still taking care of that stupid kid?
Hi, Tara. If you mean Simon, of course we are. He is our child. We're not irresponsible like you.
You don't need to be so harsh. I wasn't being irresponsible. I had made a selection. I wasn't the problem. He was.
It's funny that you don't realize that the fact you can say something like that proves exactly that you are the problem.
Blah blah. I'm glad to see you haven't changed. Same old you. Always have to be right.
I will take that as a compliment. Anyway, what do you want? Were you so bored that you decided to pick on Simon again? Because if it is, I'm not wasting my time on a bully like you.
No, I don't give a damn about him. I just wanted to let you know that my baby Nathan has started his own company.
I heard. He's been preparing since college.
Huh? How do you know that?
He's been getting advice from Dan. In case you don't remember, Dan has been in the same business for years, so he wanted to hear what Dan thought.
How come I didn't know that? Oh well, whatever. But you don't think Nathan is so special?
Yes, he is. Congrats.
That's it? Congrats. He just finished college, you know. Starting a company so young, I mean, do you see how amazing he is?
He is absolutely amazing. I'm very proud of his accomplishments. But that's all him, not you.
Don't be so silly. Nathan is amazing because I raised him well. I was a great mother. He's where he is today thanks to me.
You actually think so? Well, believe what you want. I really don't care.
Oh, you're so boring. Are you jealous because you're stuck with the stupid one? Aw, that's too bad.
Simon is not stupid. In fact, he's doing very well. You don't know anything about him.
Doing well? You're so funny. If you don't think that he's stupid, you must be cuckoo too. Hilarious.
You can say whatever you want to. One day, you will see who the real idiot is. You'll be barking like a dog by then, crying for attention.
Like I said, Kelly, don't be so jealous. You're making yourself look silly. It's clear for everyone. A baron like you deserves a failure like Simon. Don't you agree you were perfect for each other?
That we were. In fact, I'm not sure if I ever deserved a great kid like him. And for that, I thank you.
You're welcome. As miserable as your life may be, good luck. I will keep my fingers crossed for you. Goodbye. Kelly, what the hell?
Hi, Tara. Good evening to you too. What is it that you want?
Don't act stupid. Nathan just called me. He said he wants to cut me off and that he's moving into your house. What the hell did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. He is making his own decisions.
Decisions? Why the hell would he move in with you? I don't understand.
You don't? Like, you actually don't get it. See, that's exactly why he's cutting you out.
Excuse me? Are you trying to pick a fight with me? I've never done anything to deserve this.
Then why is he, huh? If he really thinks his parents are important to him, I'm sure he wouldn't decide to cut you two out.
You must have brainwashed him, or else this is impossible. He would never.
Never, huh? Why so sure?
He always did well in school because of me. He went to great college because of me. I kicked his brother out so I could focus on him, to give him the best environment. I've done everything for him. He should be thanking me.
Was that really for Nathan? Did you really consider his future? Were all your actions for him?
Of course, I have dedicated my life for him. I have given him everything I could as a mother. Everything was for him.
No, it wasn't, Tara, and you know it. It was all for yourself.
Can you not read? I said I did everything for Nathan.
You wanted his brand. You wanted to think you were the successful mom that raised a successful kid. Nathan was merely a trophy for you.
I don't need a failure like you to understand. I only need Nathan to understand what his mother has done for him.
Well, Tara, unfortunately, Nathan says he does not.
What? Nathan said? You liar!
Truth hurts, doesn't it? First of all, you need to realize that you don't understand Nathan. You have forced him to do whatever you want him to do, rather than what he wants. You don't know what he wants. You don't know anything about him.
Of course I do. I gave birth to him.
No, you don't. You don't know how Nathan felt growing up in your house, or how he perceived you and your husband. You would never understand.
Like you're any better? A baron like you? What do you know?
I know better than you, at least. First, let's rewind a couple years. Why the heck would you think Nathan was okay with his little brother getting kicked out? Do you think Nathan was okay about you bullying Simon?
What are you trying to say?
Nathan never loved you and your husband all this time. Because you treated Simon horribly. And you even kicked him out when he was only 10. Deep down, Nathan has hated you both.
I don't believe you. Nathan has been a good, obedient child. He has studied hard just as we wanted him to.
Nathan was terrified that you'd kick him out too if he didn't. He knew he was helpless if he got kicked out. So he tolerated you and your husband until he could support himself.
But why would he move in with you? You can pay for his own apartment now. You mean nothing to him.
I guess it's that bad for him. He wants to get away from you immediately. But also, he wants to spend time with his business partner.
What business partner?
Simon. You really don't know anything, do you? Nathan has started a company together with Simon.
What? With that idiot? He's not good enough to be running a company. He doesn't have the brain.
As I mentioned before, Simon is not an idiot. You need to stop calling him that.
Huh? Easy to say. I know better than anyone how stupid he is. He never understood any schoolwork.
Simon goes to the same school Nathan went to. So, what does that make him? I mean, the school is Ivy League, one of the best in the country. If he's an idiot, then an Ivy League must be a joke.
Wait, what? Simon? You're bluffing.
Nope, no bluff. After he began to live with us, he did great in school. He was always an honor student.
I don't believe that for a second. It's not possible. His grades were always terrible.
If he was as bad as you say he was, you were making him that way. Because you compared him to others and didn't give him a chance. But I'm sure this is all too difficult for you to understand.
Fine, whatever. But if what you're saying is true, I have a suggestion. I can take back Simon.
What? Are you crazy?
I'm his birth mother. I had him and Nathan. It's only natural they come back to me. As bad as they made me look today, I can forgive and allow them to come back.
Okay, you know what? Just shut up. You are not good enough to be their mother.
Are you listening to me? I had them both. You're in no place to tell me.
You may have delivered them, but that's all. You did nothing for them. Nathan and Simon would never accept you. You have failed miserably as a parent. You are the one who has no place. Goodbye. Afterwards, Tara and her husband came to our house enraged, but Nathan and Simon refused to talk to them. Nathan and Simon told their parents that they never wanted to see them again. They said they would call